the biggest the problem that is stopping us to grow, I think, uh, क्या कहेंगे लोग? I
Yeah.
mean, सबसे बड़ा रोग, right? सबसे बड़ा
Yes.
रोग क्या कहेंगे लोग? I mean, people will criticize you, people will judge you, people will make fun of you.
Good morning.
Yeah, very good morning, ma'am. Very good morning.
How are you?
Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for asking. What about you?
Yeah, I am also doing great. Thank you. So this is our first meeting. So will you please introduce yourself?
Yeah, sure. It will be my pleasure. First of all, thank you very much for having me here, ma'am. And coming to my introduction, my name is Vikas, and I born and brought up in Uttar Pradesh, Prayagraj, district Kunda. But at present, I'm staying in Delhi with my whole family. And for the time being, I'm studying masters in English literature. In addition to these, I'm also running my own YouTube channel, and there I upload some conversational videos based on English. Yeah, this is all about me.
Thank you for giving your introduction. So shall I also introduce myself?
Indeed, you're supposed to. Then only I'll come to know me.
Yes, I am. As you know, my name is Saraswati, and I live in Mumbai. And
Mhm.
if you ask about my education, I am BA BEd. And apart from that, I completed my web designing course. And but nowadays, I am a homemaker, and I am also simultaneously running my YouTube channel also.
Wow, great to hear that, man. Great to hear that. All right, so ma'am, since when you started YouTube channel?
Actually, I started my YouTube channel last year on 15th of August, and this year it has completed 1 year. Yeah.
Okay, okay, great to hear that. Great to hear that.
I upload English grammar content and conversational videos also. But
Mm-hmm.
I think last 3 months only I upload conversational videos. But very soon I will again start to upload grammar courses. Yeah,
Yes, in fact, there are many more learners. Those are very much interested in grammatical concept.
yeah,
So they just want to level up their proficiency and their knowledge in grammatical things so that they can speak better and write better too. And
yeah.
I'm also into grammar, to be very honest. Although I'm not good at grammar, but I'm also into it. I also
Yes.
want to learn more and more.
Yes.
Mhm.
And when you have started your English journey?
Talking about my English journey, so it's been almost couple of years. I
Okay.
have been constantly working on it.
Mhm.
However, I have just taken I have taken 8 months break due to certain adversities, and which we all know we have to face. There are some sort of the ups and downs that we are supposed to go through, isn't it?
Yeah,
But talking about, so it's been almost a couple of years, and I have been enjoying, and it's quite difficult for me being non-native speaker, not getting the proper surrounding,
yeah,
proper the like the people with whom we can communicate in real life, real world. Because
yeah,
of this, however, I can say so far it is very incredible.
yeah. As you told, you are pursuing your master's degree in English literature, correct?
Yes.
So I also completed my not master's degree, BA degree, and my subject was English literature.
Wow. I
Yeah,
mean, what a coincidence. Great to hear that.
yes. And even I also want to complete my post graduation, but unfortunately I didn't get admission. Because of that, that dream still I want to complete that post graduation degree. I don't know I will going to do in future or not.
Just keep faith on you. Definitely, you'll just pursue your post degree. So in no time, just you have to just pay a little bit more attention. If you have a adequate time, then only you can pursue. If you don't have the another stuffs like kiosks, definitely you can. But being a homemaker, are you a homemaker, right? If I'm not wrong.
Yeah, I am
So you
homemaker
have
now.
some sort of the accountabilities. You have to manage your family, childrens, and etc. etc. Sure.
Actually, I also working in Mumbai last 15 years, but in COVID time I left my job.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
That's fantastic to hear that.
yeah. Even
So,
after completing my BA degree and BA degree, I want to complete my post graduation degree also from Mumbai University. But I didn't get admission because at that time I was not able to speak this language. Only because of that I didn't get admission.
Yes, yeah, this is the biggest problem because of the language barrier. We are not able to develop ourselves, develop our personality, develop your career only because of the language barriers. And that's why we can see nowadays it's a kind of the era in which it's a kind of the English revolution which is going on. People, they are very much, immersing themselves in order to improve it in no time, and they're working hard and hard.
Yeah,
And many of us are speaking very much good English, and they know how to just communicate better. And that's what we are also doing. And if I talk about in my case, so I also faced many more hurdles only because of this language. A couple of years ago, I was not able to speak, so I was not getting any job, etc., etc. As you know, to survival purpose, we need money, right? So, and we
yeah.
also have some sort of the accountabilities, and that we are supposed to manage.
Mm.
So I
Uh,
can feel the
you,
pain a person who does not know the language, this language in this much, I would say, competitive era.
but nowadays we can learn easily. But at our time, there is not such an environment. Even there is no facility of YouTube or other social media. So it was only like through books or a dictionary was there. There is only two
Yeah,
things to learn.
absolutely agree. In fact, though dictionary was this much,
Yeah, so
thick, and
heavy.
we had a fear of just on how would we complete these sort of the dictionaries and many more things, and that was very frustrating. Do you know what? Like as soon as we come across like Oxford Dictionary, still I got in my fifth standard. Okay, so I never just gone through that. I just open and there are many more words and which really confuse me almost
But
whenever I go
at
through
that
that.
time there was not any such applications and YouTube channel. So we have only depend on that dictionary to learn
Even
to
they,
find out the
Mhm.
word of Hindi word of that. Even our
Indeed,
classes, in our lectures, professor only used to Hindi language.
indeed.
Yeah,
Yes. Now the situation has been completely changed, and the people, let's suppose if you want to pursue any language, any technical skills, non-technical skills like dancing, and even anything coding, in that case, if you are hiring any educator, any mentor, so that educator is going to provide you class, going to teach you in the same this language, in the same language that is English. They will not prefer your native language, so you must have that much ability to speak in this language so that you can comprehend what the educator is trying to teach you. Otherwise, you cannot get the quality of education, long story in short. In today's era, I can say, because if you hire any teacher, any experts, so they strongly prefer to teach you the skill, provide you the class in the English language, not any other language, no matter whether you speak Hindi, Punjabi, Marathi, it doesn't matter for them.
okay. So in your means lecture time, professor use English language or they explain everything in Hindi.
Of course, in Hindi, even I don't think so. They even used to explain anything. They just used to come and monitor the people,
Mm,
like we just gauge the, in village, the fellows and the goods, to just, gather at one place, just, they look after. So similarly, they used to do. There was no intention having the professor like providing the quality of classes, quality of education. They just used to just monitor us. We should not leave the class as stay and nothing. There was nothing such as is now it has been implemented, and I would say still just being changed. So people
mhm,
are now, they have awareness about it. If they don't provide us quality of education, we will not take their class. We will just complain, etc., etc. So before in my I mean, when I was just taking classes, I don't think so there was any professor who has, I mean, who has just given us class in English language. I don't believe. Yes, it happened. It's not a
yeah,
small thing, ma'am. This language has become a biggest issue for people who does not have any idea how to speak it, and it is
yeah,
giving a lot of stress, a lot of depression to people because of this language. People, they are not able to crack the interview. They are not able to get the quality of education. They are not able to match their frequency, their personality with others. Let's suppose
yeah.
if they involve in let's suppose they have an interaction with the doctor, so doctor even prefer to communicate in English. I mean, if you
yeah,
just visit any expert, okay, a specialized doctor, in that case doctor is going to just communicate sorry, English. So in that case, the person who has some problems cannot express the history in the same
yeah,
language. So that person hesitate, just face some sort of the conundrums, to express the health history. So that's why we people are not growing, and I hope so. Now we have a tremendous kind of facilities, for example, YouTube and Insta and Facebook and WhatsApp. So because of this, some applications are also available which we can utilize in order to improve, and that's what we are doing now.
yes.
And that's why I think I'm able to speak a little bit good English.
No, you are speaking well, and I feel very happy. Like now our generation, at least you people get all these facility because at that means when I completed my education, so at that time there was not such a environment, there was not such an application where we can improve ourselves and can do better what we want at that time.
Yes, this is the
Yeah,
biggest change,
yeah,
and that's why we people are very fortunate to be in this mature, I would say, what do we say, like, modern era, because we are being a part of this. So we have all sort of the accommodation which we can indeed use in order to get the benefit, right?
yeah.
Whatever we want within a one click, even.
Even we have knowledge and we can do lot of things.
Mm-hmm.
Even in our B.Ed college, when I got admission in B.Ed, I completed my B.Ed from Mumbai University. So because my percentage was very high, so I got admission, and my college was in Juhu. So every
Mm-hmm.
person there speaks in English only. I
Mm.
was the only person who speaks in Hindi, and one girl speak in Marathi language. Otherwise, everyone speaks in English only. But the good thing is that they give lectures in three languages: Hindi, English, and Marathi. So it was
Mm-hmm.
benefit for me. And because my subject was English, so in our English subject, professor only used to speak in English language. And at that
Mm.
time there was nobody one was my friend because I was not speak English language only because of that. So when
Yes.
first semester complete, so I got good marks compared to other students. So my professor introduced me like she belongs to village. Because of that she is not able to speak, otherwise she is very good in writing.
Wow,
Yeah,
I'm very curious to know. I mean, I'm a bit curious to know. I mean, how is it possible? Only because of the your writing skills you scored good marks there, or there was some sort of the
no,
other strategy that
no,
you
I am
used?
able to write very well, but my
Hmm.
spoken part is not strong.
Okay, okay, I got it. That time it wasn't strong, but now it is strong.
Yeah, yes.
Yes, now it is strong. Hmm. It's
Even
great.
when I was working now, there was not such an environment where people was speaking English. They only speak in their mother tongue like Marathi language.
Yes, yes, sir. Yes, I believe in this. In fact, I was also working in a company, international company, and there I worked 6 months. So I used to interact with the US client. So I was working there as a recruiter, HR.
Mhm.
So that was a great experience. However, I would like to just say with you something which was not acceptable. The people, my coworkers, they were not very much used to with this language. They used to communicate in the same language, that is Hindi, and there are some people who belongs to southern part of India. So they used to communicate in their own language, and that was very hard to comprehend for me, especially.
Okay.
Okay, so people still they don't prefer to speak this language. They feel very comfy when they speak in their own language, their local language.
Yes.
When it is required to use, then only they prefer to use it. As far
Yeah.
as I know about it, the biggest factor of this language, if you don't speak on daily basis, so you might lose your fluency sooner or
Yeah.
later. So this is the, I would say, brutal truth of this language, because
Mhm.
we are not in the situation where we have to communicate in this language every
Yeah.
day, isn't it? So that's why uh, I just do communicate with the people to maintain the fluency in this language. because I've
Okay.
realized I just shared with you few months ago I stopped working on my YouTube channel. So sooner, I mean the as soon as I realized that I'm losing my fluency in this language, that was very awkward for me, very terrible moment. And so since then, I again embarked my journey of learning this language, and you can see that is how I'm just
So,
being here.
do you make conversation with your friends or with your professors in Hindi language, or you use English language at that time?
To be very honest, yet I haven't interacted with any professor. I had an interaction, but they are not very much into. They just say because you need to do this, because you need to do this. Now, as we people belongs to Prayagraj, so here
Mhm,
if we communicate in English, so
mhm,
the other students they are not going to comprehend us. What do we want to express about the specific subject? So they also strongly prefer sometimes go forward with the native language, their local language, that is Hindi. Also,
okay.
almost north part of Indians they use Hindi language.
Mhm.
This
So,
is
have
the
you ever talked with your co-learners who has taken the English literature subject? So, we should start to speak this language because only to taking the subject of English literature is not enough in future. Have you ever discussed with your friends, with your
uh,
co-learners?
good question. And there are many more friends. I mean, they are pursuing the same degree which I'm pursuing. Try to interact with them, and even they were being told by me a man and can friends can be have a discussion something, but the thing is that they don't have that much curiosity, and even they are not very much into it in spoken term, although they are good at writing, and they are keep working in terms of the grammatical concept, and they know the various ways of writing, ma'am, and they write really incredibly amazing. But
Yeah.
when it comes to spoken term, they don't have that much caliber, potential to just, take the bold risk, and they have a fear of just being judged by the people. Let's suppose I'm speaking, so the people might just consider the guy is not speaking better. So in this case, they have some sort of the fear and the hesitation, what society will say, what other will say, what you will say, even will you judge me or not? So many more things many more things which comes eventually their mind, like other learners. Okay,
Mm.
so that's why they are not just willing to have any conversation regarding. They can have the chit chat, language discussion in Hindi only, as long as you want, but not in English.
Okay.
So this is the main conundrum that we face, and because of this, we are not able to just grow in this language.
Actually, you are correct because we are always think about others person.
Mhm.
Mostly when we are in college time or in when we pursuing some degree, we always consider about what others will say. Suppose some will laugh
Mhm.
at me, so what happened? What will happen at that time?
Yes. Yeah. In fact, what happened, ma'am? The biggest the problem that is stopping us to grow. I think uh, क्या कहेंगे लोग I
Yeah.
mean, सबसे बड़ा रोग, right, whatever, सबसे बड़ा
Yes.
रोग क्या
Yes.
कहेंगे लोग? I mean, people will criticize you, people will judge you, people will make fun of you. This is the biggest, I would say, the concern and the obstacle that we all are keeping inside our mind, and that's why we are not able to improve and come out from this particular uh, zone, I believe.
Yes, you told very correct, good sentence like क्या कहेंगे लोग. Because of that, not only in this language, everywhere people hesitate to
Everywhere.
start something new, something different because they always think about other person. What other person will say? क्या कहेंगे लोग? क्या
क्या
कहेंगे?
कहेंगे लोग? ये दिस इज द सबसे बड़ा रोग, मैम, दिस इज द सबसे बड़ा रोग, बिकॉज लेट मी टेल यू द हार्श रियलिटी ऑफ दिस लैंग्वेज. लेट्स सपोज वी आर टॉकिंग नाउ, and there will be always someone who can be a superior for us. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
more than us, right? Who
Yeah.
definitely have some sort of the different kind of the language skills, and who can definitely defeat us,
Yeah.
surprise us, right? So because of them, we cannot stop learning. So
Yes.
I think this is the fact which I said recently. Yes, sir. People always have some opinions, ma'am. This is the people tendency, their nature, and
Yeah.
that cannot be changed ever. You cannot just, I would say, always match your frequency with them. So the people they always have the whatever you do, whether you're doing great job or bad job, it doesn't matter
Yeah.
for them. they will always have the opinions. And there are some also people, I don't want to just probably emphasize them, but some has some sort of the jealous issue also. Because of that, they also just come up with this kind of the comments and all. Although we should not focus, at least we are doing something, right?
Yeah. Yes.
At least we are doing something. So I believe we should not allow them to enter in our the mind in order to just spoil our happiness and our
Yes.
you know growing
Correct.
journey.
Practice is very important. If you practice every day as well as listening, if you listen and practice, so I think both is very important thing.
Okay, so long story short, you're recommending all viewers to do practice every
Yeah.
day and try to observe, listen more, observe more, and speak more,
As well
isn't
as
it?
if you have time, you can read some children books. If you are very beginner, so you can start with children book because it is very helpful. As well as you can read newspaper also. But I think story
Mm,
books and children books is very means useful for us. As I teach my daughter,
yes,
so I go through her books. So I have knowledge like if we read children books, so it is enough for us to speak.
enough for us. Yes, yes. In fact, I strongly believe in this. When we read storybooks and any comics, so we get some sort of the interest. What is going to happen? And the best thing is that the language is very simple, right?
Yeah.
Which can be understood by anyone. The language is
Yes.
that much simple, even no matter you're a beginner, advanced level speaker, and you can understand the story, you can understand the things, and you can imagine the things what is happening in that story, and through that you can also develop your interest, right?
Yes.
And definitely it is going to help.
Yes, if you
I
want to
also
speak
prefer.
advanced English, so definitely you will have to prepare for some, phrases, phrasal verbs and idioms and phrases. But for starting level or intermediate level, it is very important to read. If you read something, but you at the same time you should also practice to speak because practice part is must. Speaking part is
Yes.
must. Without practicing, without speaking every day, it is not like you will not be fluent in this language.
Yes, I totally agree. Even no matter how much you do practice, the practice
Yeah,
should be done in right way.
yeah.
I tremendously believe in this. Practice should be done in right way because there are many more people they have been learned this language. It's been almost 6 years. I have even some friends, co-learners, and this is because I'm not able to improve. Still, my pronunciation is not up to the mark, and there are many more obstacles that they are facing because they actually do not know, and yet they haven't figured out the actual path that they can use in order to enhance their language fluency. So I think we
Okay.
should also figure out what is working for us because the individual have different kind of the interest and different kind of the skill and the strengths. And as per that, we should work. We should just choose the subject. We should choose the things which can help us to eventually enhance our language fluency in no time.
Yeah.
I believe in
Yeah,
this.
you are correct because it also depends on our interest. Because suppose you are interested in watching movies, so you can improve English with watching movies. But as we are housewives, so we have not that much time to watch movies for a long time. So when we are doing work in kitchen, so at least we can listen some podcast and some English stuffs in English.
Yes, 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 yes. Yeah, long story in short, I can say that it depends on person to person in which they are interested. And
Yeah.
accordingly, their interest, they can go and they can improve their language fluency, they can improve their personality, whatever they want to improve, whatever they desire to improve. So I believe in this. Yeah, see?
And I have one question for you because I think you are very good speaker and you are speaking very well. So, what suggestions will you give to learn this language for the beginner level and for the advanced intermediate level also?
Okay. To be very honest, if I give them sincere suggestion, so I strongly believe one should follow reading as maximum as possible. And always remember while reading, you should be I mean, you should read aloud. You should be read very loud so that
Mm.
your pronunciation can be improved and the words can be come out very clearly. Because when
Mm-hmm.
you read like fusfusa ke read karna, it is not going to help you.
Yes.
Okay, and that is we are doing since our childhood, since our school time, right?
Yeah.
So we are not supposed to. So the first thing, read out loud as maximum as possible. Second thing, listen more and more, because
Yeah.
I believe if you don't listen, you will not input anything, and when you not input anything, you will not able to output that. So
Yeah.
there is a saying which I would like to hear, say with you, that is, more you input, more you output. So if you have more content, you will able to say that. And the last thing which I would like to just say with you, that is a practice, speaking practice. If you truly want to speak English, then you need to do practice on daily basis. That is speaking. No matter whether you're reading, you can speak the reading part, you can skip the listening part even. But if
Yeah.
you are going to skip your speaking part, definitely you are going to lose your fluency in no time, no matter how much
Yeah.
you're good at it. So these
Yes.
are the three things which one can follow in order to improve. These are the very basic, and there is no need to just cut out the time for 30 minutes reading and 30 minutes for listening. It depends on you, your convenience. If you have 5 minutes, you can read 5 minutes, but always remember, read out loud. And second thing, listen more and more and observe the things, their way of talking, and the intonations, pronunciations, many more things are there. And third thing is speak on daily basis.
Yeah.
That is how we can improve this language. And I still follow the same strategy which I have been sharing with you here.
Yes, we can. So, in short, we can say if we consume more content in English, so we can speak more.
Indeed, express, you will able to articulate your thoughts on the same thing, right?
Yeah.
So if you
Yes.
have a content, if you have a sufficient knowledge, then only you'll able to deliver the things. Otherwise, you can speak the language, but as per as concern of discussing our various topic, I don't think so you are going to rock in that unless until you have a tremendous knowledge and you have a, just some sort of the content. So
Yeah.
work on the work on the content as well, simultaneously working on your fluency. Because no matter how much you're good at language, language cannot help you to find out the job. It can help you to express only your point of
Yeah.
views,
Yes.
because knowledge plays a vital role here.
Yeah.
So I believe in this.
Yes.
Mhm. So I
So I
think we are about to end up this session today,
yeah.
if I'm not wrong. Yeah. So would you like to say anything before ending?
Thank you for having session with me. As today we discussed many topics, and I think this will be very helpful for our viewers.
It's an intellectual read. I mean, talking with you. I truly enjoyed it a lot. I hope so. We'll connect in future. Till then, stay healthy and
Thank
stay
you.
awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah. Bye bye, man.
Have a nice day. Bye bye.
Yeah, you too. Have a wonderful day, man. Bye bye.
Thank you.